Name, sir?
Pedro Alvarez.
And you are a merchant down here in Los Gatos,
Yes, we own the
California?
Mandalay Mexican restaurant in Los Gatos,
Uh-huh.
1988.
Wow. So you just very successful.
We've been here for a while, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And can you tell me a little bit about the history of your family in California?
So my grandfather came here in the 40s and the 50s. He was a bracero.
Oh, what is that?
Well, he came on a work visa way back then.
Oh, wow.
To work in the fields in California.
Was that during the Second World War, right?
That was right after the Second World War.
Yeah,
and during the Second World War.
Right, and without that program, that the American economy would have collapsed, correct?
Correct. They needed workers, just like we need farm workers today. We needed them back then.
Now, wasn't there a promise that they would get citizenship after that program?
I think so. I think the family legend, though, has it that my grandfather got deported in that.
Yeah, there was a lot of deportations.
Like 2 million people got deported in the 50s, I guess it was.
Yeah, and I think they reneged on that promise.
Yeah, so supposedly the family legend is that he went back to Mexico at that same time and got deported back there.
Okay,
but he came back and forth to the United States for many times, many years, and then in the 60s, my dad's brothers came back to the United States legally. They actually got work visas. They started working here, different parts of the country, but they settled in Half Moon Bay, California.
Oh, nice.
Eventually, they all, they brought their families. My parents met here in the 70s. They got married.
Okay.
I was born in the 70s. So we've been in Los Gatos since 1988.
Wow.
And it's been good for us. We've been, Los Gatos is a great town.
And they've embraced you, the Los Gatos community.
Yeah, we've been making Mexican food here.
Los Gatos Times or?
No, this is my own channel.
Well, you know what I know?
Okay, hold on. I'm interviewing him.
Well, I got my phone.
Okay.
Do it on my phone.
Okay.
So, yeah, we've been in Los Gatos since 1988, making Mexican food. It's been part of our heritage. It's something we.
Why do you guys think you're so successful here? Because there used to be another Latino Mexican restaurant up the street.
Yeah, there's another Mexican restaurant up the street.
Oh, they're still there. Okay.
They're still there. They're not actually owned by Mexicans, but that's another story.
Oh, right.
We've been in Los Gatos for a long time. We started in the 80s when Mexican food was not as well known as it is today.
Okay.
And we wanted to make food that was just like we make it at home.
Right.
Healthy, no bar, no canned food.
Right.
So we started doing that in the quick serve.
That's on time these days. That's what people are looking for.
That's what people are looking for today.
Yeah,
so
right
we've
on.
been doing that
Forever.
Forever.
Before it was trendy.
Before it was trendy. Exactly, yeah. And the food we make is California Mexican food, we call it, because it is influenced a lot by California ingredients and style.
Oh, so you do local ingredients?
So we do local ingredients.
Right.
We're trying to make it as Mexican, close to the Mexican heritage as we can.
Right.
We are in California. So
yeah, with California flavor.
Yeah, so we do have some California twists to certain meals.
Okay.
But it's been good for us. We're here in Los Gatos, like I said, for a long time.
Yeah.
We have another one right across the street.
Okay.
And we've expanded.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
you do.
so this was our original location. We opened in '88.
Let me show the audience. This is Andale, right?
Andale, yeah.
Andale. And they're bordering up. I see that a lot of the merchants are bordering up. Why are you guys deciding to?
So it's just a precautionary method.
Okay, there hasn't been any violence yet.
There hasn't been any violence.
Okay.
I don't think there's going to be. I mean, based on yesterday's march.
Right. Oh, there was a march.
And it was,
Was it a youth march or was it a city march? What was it?
I don't know. I didn't read up on it too much, but all I know is it was peaceful. It was fine. And it seems like that's the trend everywhere else.
Right. It makes sense. It's practical.
San Jose.
Right.
I think
I noticed that we're seeing a lot of the gangs taking advantage of the protests. The gangs and organized crime. They're kind of using the protests as a cover to commit crimes. Have you?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. That's what it seems like. They're smashing and grabbing.
Smash and grab, right? And then going home to their city. Yeah, in and out, right?
Going into places that have.
Okay.
Best Buy, Apple stores, those kind of things.
Exactly.
High quality items, and so we're just taking it as a precaution. We do have a lot of friends in the restaurant industry that in San Francisco that got their storefronts broken into.
Okay.
The decorations broken into, and for a small restaurant like us, that window's going to cost $2,000.
Right.
So that's a lot of money for us. So.
And then when it comes to how do you feel about the incident that killed the gentleman in Wisconsin?
Well, my heart goes out to the family. My heart, it's a sad thing to see.
Yeah.
To see somebody's life taken away from them with no regard to their humanity by the cops.
Right.
I think it's terrible.
And you being a merchant, you have to work hand in hand with the police. How do you feel about your relationship now?
The police here in Los Gatos have always been great to us. They come and eat at our restaurant all the time. We have a really good relationship with them. We've gotten ourselves broken into over the years a couple times, and they've always been super helpful. I've never had any issues with the Los Gatos police ever.
But as a Latino American, you've had kind of generational racism in your. Would you say?
Yeah, I think racism exists in any. I would say in any culture. I think there's racism in families in general. And there's levels of racism. I can go into depth into that. My skin is brown. I'm a mix of native Mexican, indigenous peoples, and Europeans, right?
Aren't we all mixed?
We're all a little bit mixed.
We come from a woman and a man.
Yeah, my dad's, more European. My mom's more indigenous.
Okay.
So there's, racism in Mexico. There's racism here. It's just different.
Racism,
different levels of pain.
Power.
Power struggles.
Yeah, power structure. Yeah.
So it's something that I think we all deal with. I think people of color deal with it definitely more than the other races, for sure.
Right.
But in general, I think the cops, I think they do a really good job. I do think there's bad apples. I think police unions have too much say into how they discipline.
Into politics?
Yeah, they're too much say into politics. They have too much say into how the bad police are disciplined, and so I think they're able to get away with more stuff than they should.
Yeah, and then we have the code of silence, which is no different than the Muerte of the Italian Mafia.
Yeah, so that I think
that's another issue.
Doesn't help the police, But
So
I think my cousin's a police officer. He's over in Antioch, and so he's an ex-Marine, and I get to see both sides of the story. Sometimes on the police side, I understand it's a tough, stressful job.
Right.
And they need to make decisions quickly, and sometimes those decisions adversely affect whoever.
Well, they make mistakes. They make mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think everybody deserves, the benefit of the doubt sometimes. But in that case that happened with the gentleman that passed away, I don't think that was a mistake. I think that guy had.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't a mistake.
8 minutes to decide.
Yeah, right. It's like put him in the car, please.
He could have, he could have let him breathe for a minute.
Right, please. He's already subdued.
Yeah. So I don't
4 cops around him.
Yeah. So in that case, when you see something like that, racism on video,
blatant.
It's you can't.
Undeniable.
You can't look away, and you have to, you have to say something about that.
Right.
It's not,
Great.
It's not right.
Any last words?
I don't know. I could just say I say protesters aren't looters and looters aren't protesters. I think the protesting movement is right to protest and just to say how they feel, and hopefully we'll have change.
How are you merchants working together on this issue?
I think we're communicating just to be cautious, to support the movement however we can. But in general, I think we just want to protect the property, our property, I think, and that's why we're boarded up. And it's nothing against the protesters.
Right. It's just common sense.
And it's nothing. I don't think the protesters are the ones that are smashing windows, like I said. I think it's the guys that want to do damage
with ill will. Right.
It doesn't help the movement to smash minority-owned businesses' windows.
Right.
But that's not going to change anything. What I would say is, you want change, go out and vote. Make sure you vote.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for your time.
Sure.